the next biggest problem that people were commenting about in that video of mine was that I thought that Disney created the story of Cinderella, which is absolutely absurd. I say in the video, and I partially started passive-aggressively somewhat commenting the time code under people's comments who were saying this because I was actually getting just a wee bit frustrated about this, showing the exact point in the video where I said, I know that Cinderella is a larger fairy tale with many different origin points, and the thing about a fairy tale is that there is no actual origin point, okay? And I will talk about this in a little bit. I know that the Disney animated movie Cinderella is an adaptation, okay? I know that. But what I was trying to argue in that opening part of the video was that those movies made by Warner Brothers were not trying to adapt the fairy tale of Cinderella. They were specifically trying to adapt Cinderella, the Disney animated movie, because that is the most culturally, place to pinpoint the story onto right now. And that is the thing that they were interested in subverting. And to a degree, I only partially believe that, because then my next argument off of that, these were all building blocks to get to my main point, which is that Cinderella is more of an idea of a character, of an archetype now, than she is an actual real-life character that exists. I have visuals to represent this. This is the fairy tale of Cinderella. This visual represents that. This is the actual story, as in, Cinderella is a poor girl covered in cinders. That's why her name's Cinderella, by the way, because she has to sleep in the chimney, essentially, and so she's surrounded by cinders. So it's like a mean name that her stepsisters have given to her. The modern equivalent of calling someone Cinderella would be like dusty bitch. And then next we have the idea of Cinderella. This is the version that Disney, the animated movie, created and has then, pulled out of the animated movie. This and this are not the same anymore. And then next we have the modern TV adaptations of Cinderella. Of course, here I have a photo of Charlie. Look at him, he's in a silver suit because the dress is silver. And I hope to get across in this video that these three things are completely separate. This isn't doing anything with this anymore, okay? This is commenting on this. This is the idea of Cinderella, of perfect feminine altruism, okay? And this is the actual character of Cinderella that exists. And I would even put the Cinderella that's actually in the Disney animated movie into this category, because she's an actual character with wants and desires and an arc, and this is a girl who you should aspire to be and should inspire you to buy a lot of merchandise from Disney, the corporation. It is all of the things that the character of Cinderella is supposed to represent boiled down into the most easily marketed